Greetings, my real estate enthusiasts. Guess what? It's auction time again here in the county of Wayne. Just want to let everybody know this is a very unique opportunity to own parcels, properties for little to nothing, to be honest. And it's to our advantage to buy back what we're losing. In other words, people from all over the country or around the world shouldn't just be the only ones buying these properties. We, the people who had held this city down when everybody else said, last one out, turn the lights off. That was a slogan back in the Coleman Young days. And, a lot of the young people probably don't know about that, but it's important to know. Some of you out there trying to get mortgages at interest rates that are steadily climbing, and here's an opportunity to get. Of course, you won't know what it looks like on the inside, but if you can evaluate it from the outside, say the property is at $10,000, but the supporting properties around it. So for 75,000, that's $50,000 worth of equity just from the looking at it from the outside, where they had nothing on the inside, no furnace, no hot water tank, any of that. So it's important to look at those things. And here at Unique Urban Real Estate, my real estate company, that's what we do. We look at properties for you. We determine, through the sold comps or properties that sold around and about the area, whether or not this is a worthy property, whether it got tore down the next day or not. Is the land worth you bidding on this property? And so now land is becoming important because now the city is offering up to $1 million, but you got to have an acre or greater to do a solar project. So that's a little more intense, and I don't want to get off into that. I just want to keep you focused on buying in the Wayne County tax auction. So now, my company, we sit for people. We'll sit for you, as well as identify properties out here that we think are good. And so we have that. There are a lot of the properties I'll post on my website, and I'll give that to you at a later time because I have none of the properties up just yet. So I don't want to have people, going over there and it's not there and then they get discouraged. So I just want to let you know it is coming. So the registration began August 15th. And it'll go up to September 12th. It'll close up at 5 o'clock. So if you don't have your monies in, you don't get an opportunity to bid. If you don't know what you're doing, you probably should roll with somebody who's experienced. I've been doing this. This would be year 13. So I've been doing this, bidding for people, sitting on their behalf, evaluating properties, researching, as much as I can, title if I happen to get up and go downtown and really delve into it. But also too, I want everybody to know it is your responsibility to do due diligence. So if the house look, really kind of ratty and look like it might be on its last leg, but it's still a good investment. So you might want to just check the demolition list because you may have to go downtown and actually pull it off if you win such a property as that. So you want to be, up to date with that. And then the other thing is, so the registration is on the 12th. And if you're doing just a single family, I just want to buy one house and that's it, and you decide to register and bid yourself, you would need a total of $2,550. $50 is non-refundable, and that's per the Wayne County Treasurer's Office. So that's how they charge. And so the $2,550 is non-refundable. And if you bid on one property and you're currently the highest bid, you can't move around and say, "Oh, I want this one instead," or "Oh, I wish I had bid it on that one over there," because it's not as high as this one's going. But once somebody outbid you, then you can move your money elsewhere. But that is the only way you can move your money around. And if you're just doing one property, is to wait until you're outbidded. The other thing is, so if you want to do multiple properties, I want to bid on, I want 3 or 4 properties, you say. And so you would need to register with $10,050. Again, $50 of it is non-refundable whether you win or not. So you have to have $10,000 in their office by way of I'm sorry. You can do the transfer through ACH. That's it. You can do the transfer through your bank, or you can actually take down cash, or you can do, I want to say you can take certified funds here. That's a lot easier than trying to count up all that money at the window. So you can do that, and at least I think they still take the cash, but definitely you can do the ACH transfer through your bank. They may charge you a few dollars for it, but it's worth it just to be ready. And so you'll have to have 10,000 if you want to do multiple properties. And then again, the $50 is non-refundable. Now, if you want to bid, you a baller, you want to do something that you saw this apartment, there's a lot of AFC homes out in this particular auction. So you decide, well, I want to get one of them. This would be nice. It's a lot of things going on with lofts, people turning school buildings into lofts, things of that nature. So that would be ideal. AFC in a good neighborhood, you could do something like that. Convert each unit into maybe a loft, the apartment style lofts or something like that, or even put them together for rental. But you would actually need $25,050 to do any bidding for such a property. And again, the $50 is non-refundable whether you win successfully anything or not. So I did say that the registration fees are non-refundable. But two, I want to make it known to all my real estate enthusiasts and people who are interested in purchasing out here, getting something for yourselves, your kids. It's time we put up and set up things for our children, have something that they can fall back on when time come for them. So that's a good way to get your children a home of their own when they're old enough to take over. But you definitely want to train them up and teach them about real estate. Don't just assume they want it, because we have seen the evidence of generational, I don't want that, our house, the family home, and anybody helping me, and I'm just going to let it go, or whatever the song is, that we can oftentimes sing. And so here in the city of Detroit, we have, at least I have, because I was groomed in the arena of foreclosures. So I've seen a lot, and I can't stress enough to people, get this while you can, because you can clearly see something happen. When you see them big gaps of a whole block with 2 or 3 homes on a whole block, something happened. Well, dang, this whole block used to be filled with houses 20 years ago. What happened? And just, just the devastation that we have gone through, struggled through as a people, and just to see people march back up in here, just take over, and just now you can't even rent in your own city. People who thought it was all right to not pay that rent when COVID hit and they gave all that money away, and then them landlords came out, the courts was filled with excuses and rhymes and reasons and lines and foolishness. I watched it myself the day I had to go out there, and just I watched 2 people, the landlord come up in a she had crutches and something wrapped around her leg, and then the tenant had come up in a wheelchair with her lies and rhymes and reasons on why she ain't paid. They ain't did this, that, and the third. And my thing be, well, why don't you leave if they're not doing all that? Just go to another place. Why put up with, a house this ratty tatty and all that kind of stuff? Why do that to yourself and then ruin your credit? Because now people is pulling your credit on top of they pulling your criminal record. My goodness, I just noticed that water stain over there. But anyway, they doing background checks on people. So they are not playing in this town. Basically they want us out, it seemed like to me. But nonetheless, that's just my opinion and my thoughts. But I want to say this is a grand opportunity. I myself personally sit every year for people. You pay me. Now, I since recently changed my fee that I charge. This is not something that decided to do just haphazardly on my own. Somebody suggested to me that I change my fee because I was too low. And so they gave me a fee to charge, and that is 1,500. So what I do is I charge 1,500. I do the research on all 4,000 and something properties that's coming up, and not all 4,000 will be on my website, but I will have premium properties that I think are ideal if people want to bid on them. And so they'll be on the auction on my website, as well as, I'll give some little detail about what's selling around it and why I think this is a good buy or purchase, or, whatever. And so 1,500, if you don't get anything, then you get $1,005 back, but you pay um, $495 for the research that I've done, as well as the time spent bidding for you, whether you win or not. So the Wayne County Treasurer's Office only charges you $50 just to drop all your money down, but you have to do the legwork. You do your own legwork. Now, me personally, I'm gonna do a lot of legwork for you, but I'm not gonna do it all for you. You do have to do your due diligence concerning, whatever you buy. And so I will have some rules and regulations regarding whether or not you got to be responsible for taking care of the properties and paying the taxes and doing things of that nature. I can help you because I'm a broker. I can help you along, and whatever you may need to research, quick claim deeds put together, so on and so forth. You need some buyers, I can bring some people to the table to you. But aside from that, I cannot do everything. You're going to have to do some legwork yourself. But I just wanted to offer the opportunity, and I just wanted to tell the world, come on, get this stuff. Don't just watch me get properties and be like, oh, she really did do it. She is now a millionaire. Oh my God, a multi-millionaire. That is my goal, and I'm determined I'm going to do it and make it. And so I can't let nothing hold me up, and I'm just going to do me, do what I think I should be doing, do what I think the Lord is telling me to do and follow His lead, do and just do. And don't be afraid. So that's it, folks. Hope that you will register with me, and let's do this thing. You guys take care.